You know, they say not to drink your calories to get jacked, but I'm a contrarian. Trying to be the next Matt Diavella, Alex Hormozy, you know, all the famous people you think of that are jacked. Young Rock, Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, anyone. This tastes a lot better than I'm making the face of. Regardless, speaking of all those different entertainers, I have a problem. I have a problem where I constantly go on YouTube. I've had this problem since I was 13 and I got my first iPod Touch. Lord, those were the days. Those were the days when I could not care about being unproductive because I didn't have any real adult problems. But here we are. So in order to get off of YouTube, I actually stumbled across an Ali Abdaal video which talked about an app called OneSec. So when I go into my phone right here, there's this app called OneSec. And what does this allow you to do? Long story short, this app takes something like your least favorite app, or actually in this case, favorite app, and prevents you from going into it as often and avoid social media. So when I go onto YouTube, which is necessary sometimes, but most of the time just a gut reaction, you'll see that it goes, just take a deep breath. And then like it takes forever to push it down, but you can still get into the app and then says, all right, you really want to open YouTube? Because if I actually had to do something like post a pinned comment or something, I can wait that amount of time and actually do it. But most of the time, as you can see, 41 times in 24 hours, it's literally just reactionary habit at this point. So I'll just press, I don't want to open YouTube. And what it does is it shuts me off of it. So how does this work? Well, using the shortcuts functionality on your iPhone, what you can do is you can go to the automation tab, and I'm gonna remake this really quickly. So if I go to create personal automation and then go to where it says app and then choose an app within here, let's go to YouTube. And just for reference, this doesn't work with everything. It works with social media apps and apps that this company OneSec has clarified as like, all right, this is dumb. Like you shouldn't be using this all the time. Go to next. And then I can add an action and look for OneSec. Then when I select this, what this will do is it'll give you a few options. So activate OneSec when app opens, and then continue to app must be selected. And what this does is it activates a breathing exercise. If I press this, you'll see the list of different apps it's said is a waste of time. So there's even chess apps on here. There's Strava. I know I'm a former runner. People can spend way too much time on that. Slack, Pokemon Go. Yeah, everybody wastes too much time on Pokemon Go if they're using that app in general. Don't care what you think about Pokemon Go, waste of time. What? So then we go to YouTube for me, where you can look for it too, and then press next. And you're gonna wanna make sure you do is tick off ask before running. So don't ask is correct, because we don't want it to be like, hey, you sure you wanna prompt this thing that makes you not use the app for a couple seconds? Yeah, no, that wouldn't really help your productivity. Then if I press done, it'll work once again. Now, if for some reason you're doing this thing where you're continuously switching back and forth between the apps, what you can do is turn on something called smart switching, which essentially is like, all right, say you like switch to your messages really quick, then wanted to go back to the YouTube video. You could make it so that it understands that logic if it's within like a minute or 5 minutes or something like that. I, however, actually recommend you don't use this because it even forces you more to think about like, yeah, I am probably using this too much in general. And then if you go to here, you'll see that you get one app for free. But if you use the pro version, you get unlimited apps, more intentional app switching, adult content detox, time tracking, website blocking, and focus sessions. I might get this so that I can avoid more apps, and I'm curious to see whether they actually allow you to use apps that are outside of the periphery. Like for me, YouTube Studio is not a social media app, but it's something that I need this for. Gumroad as well. And all these other analytics apps actually are something that are my vice at the moment. But for now, I'm happy with just using YouTube. And I'm also gonna be happy if you check out this video on how to improve your productivity right here